So we are jump starting your business so that you can get position to profit, Sister Sense style. Welcome, welcome, welcome inside of our circle. So I see you guys are coming on in here. Hey, Cynthia. Hi, Elizabeth. Liana is in the building. Lovely, lovely to see you guys. Let's jump right into the position to profit experience for today, okay? So essentially what I wanted to do was walk you through a 7-day Ready for Revenue challenge. It's self-paced, but it's something that I want to work on with you all on a consistent basis because there are lots of layers in this 7-day experience for us to continue to go back to it on a week-by-week basis. So the idea here is to help you get clear about a couple of things. What can you do right now to make sure that you're improving the probability that you bring revenue into your business this week? Number one. And number two, what is the gap standing between you and your income? Because there are different things that might be blocking your business, and what we want to make sure is that you can unblock so that you can move forward. So Position to Profit, like I said, self-paced, 7-day challenge. The goal is to identify your gap, walk through the challenge, and start working on a profit plan ASAP with yours truly. So the core question, what's blocking the money? What gap needs attention? So that with that understanding, you can figure out what you need to fix and understand what people can and will pay you for, okay? Those are the core questions that we are exploring as part of this challenge experience. Now, there are two ways to get to Position to Profit, okay? The first way is to simply follow the link that you probably got in your inbox. Or if you are an Academy member, log into the Titan Academy and you'll see Position to Profit inside of our What's New section on the home page, okay? So that's the first thing that I want you to be able to do. Hopefully you've had an opportunity to explore Position to Profit. I've been working on it since we launched last week. We had a kickoff webinar last week, Monday. Now we're doing a follow-up today, Monday after Monday, right? So for the next couple of weeks, we can just kind of check in and work on your profit potential and revenue goals. But when you get inside of Position to Profit, you'll have a series of challenges to help you get clear about, again, what you're trying to put out there and what's making it difficult for you to generate revenue. So here's the deal. Many times, truth be told, you don't have a money problem, you have a gap problem. It's not always about money or traffic or content. There's usually a very specific missing piece that's preventing you from really bringing in your desired revenue, okay? And what I've done is identified the most common gaps so that you can get a personalized assessment of where you are versus where you want to be. First being offer clarity. Confused buyers don't buy, okay? And so when you're creating an offer, you want to make sure it's clear what you're putting out there and people actually want to purchase it. So sometimes the issue is that people don't really understand what you do or what you're offering, number one. Number two, a payment path. People can't buy what they can't see. So the reality is if you don't have the page together, if they go to your website and they can't find what they're looking for or they don't know what they're looking for, they're going to go, okay? Messaging and visibility. If you don't have a solid message and you're not visible, let me explain something to you. There's probably more than a few people or brands that you follow that you see consistently pretty much every day, if not every week, okay? So I want you to think of a brand that when you pop up on social media, when you're looking on TikTok, Instagram, or just browsing, think of a brand, and those of you who are here, feel free to drop into the chat and share a brand that you see practically every day, right, on these social media streets. And I want you to think about that because visibility is key, right? Whether it be, again, your social media or your Instagram or etc. Now, I'm going to share one that pops up for me all the time, which is Black Girl Vitamins. Like, they're following me wherever I go, okay? Like, every time I'm on Instagram, I'm on TikTok, I'm on anywhere, YouTube, Black Girl Vitamin ads are all day, every day showing up for me. And what you want to be able to do is be top of mind for your audience, right? So both your existing customers and potentially new customers who are not aware of you. Now, I love that I see Elizabeth in the virtual building because we had a clarity session last week, and she said, you know what, I remember when I found you, I think you were doing like 365 plus days of going live, and I followed your live, I started watching you, and then I signed up to like a small offer for like $20-something, and then continue to kind of just check in and follow from there, right? You want to be consistently showing up so people, your people, new people are aware of you. Promotion and confidence too. One of the ladies in my circle, Karen, we were talking last week about that confidence factor and how your ability to proactively promote and put yourself out there depends on how confident and clear you are about what you're doing, what you're selling, right? That affects your ability to promote, right? So we're looking at essentially, now these aren't all the gaps, okay? These are just a few that I wanted to share with you because the reality is you need a personalized gap assessment, okay? Now, I'm going to talk about a few things that you can do inside of Position to Profit to help you. And the gap assessment is going to be one of them. But first, let me do this. Let me do a quick pause. Somebody says, yes, man. Every time I log in, they're on there, right? I tell you, Black Girl Vitamins, they take it over. They take it over, right? So there are several gaps, there are several gaps that we can discuss, number one, and there are several prompts that can help you get clear. Number two, let's go over to these internet streets. Now, Position to Profit looks slightly different, and I'm excited about the new revisions. But if you don't have the link, either you'll find it somewhere close to this video if you're watching the replay, or you've gotten a link in your inbox. Again, those of you in the Academy, log into the Academy, you'll see it underneath what's new, okay? Now, when you are going to Position to Profit, first thing it's going to do is ask you about how you're feeling right now, because different people are going through different challenges, whether you have no ideas, whether you are in a space where you feel like people don't understand what you do, you have something to sell, but it doesn't feel ready, you have ideas, but you don't have a clear offer, you keep just trying to guess what to fix. What are the things that feel most relevant to you, strongly resonate with you, okay? Now, when it comes to Position to Profit, the reality is at some point, practically every entrepreneur struggles with closing this gap between what they have and getting paid, right? And so this self-paced experience, every single day, we're working on clarity. And I, as you guys are working through the experience, am updating these 7 days to make it even better for you. Because, again, it's not something that you do once and you never do again. It's like you're coming back to it consistently so that you can intentionally work on your profit goals, right? Making sure people can pay you, making sure people understand what you do, clarifying what you're really selling, building something that's viable, promoting with intention, creating a profit rhythm, fixing what's blocking the sale, right? The quote here is actually inspired by one of the lovely ladies who came out to my in-person event a few weeks ago. We created a service package, a work with me page. We got her Stripe together, and she was like, finally, I have something that people can actually pay me for, right? And that's huge. So being in a place where you are ready for the revenue, right? Hence revenue readiness is what we are leaning towards, okay? So that when it comes to working on the gap, because we're going to work on the gap, there are several resources and tools that I've put together. Those of you who come here, you'll unlock them. Sign up to the challenge. Right now it's like $37 so that you get all the resources. Those of you who are in the academy, right, when you are in the academy, you'll see everything is unlocked. So the first thing that I want to show you is the gap assessment prompt, where essentially you are going to explain what you're trying to accomplish, and then the AI will literally help you figure out the gap that is preventing you or making it difficult for you to work on your revenue goals, okay? So I'm going to copy the prompt, put it into AI, and just start the process of showing you what that prompt looks like, okay? So that's the first one. Now, like I said, those of you who have access to full experience, log in and build and brainstorm with me so that you can get clarity. We're focused on gap starting today. If you're not in the program, you can sign up to it. It's literally $37 right now, gives you access to all the trainings. And there is also an affiliate program, which I'm excited about. You guys can join the affiliate program and share it with your business besties and get 30% per referral. Yay, wanted to drop that good on you today. So literally, you can work on promoting this experience in addition to strategically promoting your offers. So, all right, let's go over to my AI platform of choice, which is going to be ChatGPT. You can use Claude, Gemini, whichever you prefer. And I am going to grab Chat, pop the prompt in, and hit Enter. Okay? All right, today we're going to identify your primary gap and secondary gap across 7 areas, okay? So, again, what's blocking you could be your offer, your payment, your messaging, visibility, promotion, these confidence, right? They're going to start with one question. In 1 or 2 sentences, what are you currently selling or trying to sell, okay? So this is where you have the opportunity to just kind of talk out what you are promoting, okay? So I'm going to talk about position to profit. So literally I'm doing 2 things right now. I'm testing the gap prompt and actually demonstrating it to ladies who are taking the position to profit challenge with me. And the thing that I'm promoting and selling is the position to profit challenge. So I'm going to use that as the example for today. Got it. For today's session, we're using position to profit. If someone wanted to pay you right now for position to profit, what is the exact link? Okay? This is important, okay? Because I'll talk to entrepreneurs all the time, and they'll be like, oh, my gosh, Shauna, it's done. I'm like, okay, let me see it. Oh, it's like almost done, but the checkout page isn't done yet. If I can't pay for it, it's not done, right? It's not done. So let's go to, where am I going to? I'm going to go to the position to profit link and just give it the link. And just put it in here, okay? And this is going to help you figure out where, at some point in the process, something is preventing you from getting paid, what those things are or what that thing is. Okay, so when you describe what the position to profit challenge is, do people seem to understand it on the first try, or do they ask follow-up questions? That's a great question. I think that they understand it because I try to be detailed about what it is. And as far as creating an experience where you are figuring out what you need to do to bring in money into your business this week, basically. Whether you're working on the fundamentals, having that done so you can get paid, or working on improving your conversions, I think people have an understanding of what it is out of the gates. And using the dictation gives you an opportunity to just clarify what that looks like for you. In the last 30 days, how many new people would you estimate have actually seen your offer? This is a great question. So this is a new offer. I literally kicked off Position to Profit last week, Monday, and today is a new Monday. So it's not something that I've been sharing with a large community. And it's really limited to the women who are, I would say, the women who are in the Titan Academy, number one. And then I sent it out to a small email list just to kind of test it before sending it out to a larger community of about 2,000 people. So it's a small group of people who've actually read about it and or actually experienced it, because I literally just soft launched it, I guess, last week. Got it. What I'm hearing as it's a brand new offer. When was the last time you actively promoted Positions to Profit, and what did that look like? Today, because I'm doing a follow-up training today to kick off the series. Ladies did some great work last week creating graphics and working through the prompts, and I wanted to be able to share that again this week, and so I sent out an email about this webinar that we are literally doing right now. So again, it's going to talk you through what's going on, okay? What is the closest you have to a finished viable thing right now? It's finished. It's clickable. It's viable. The checkout, all the things. What I'm hearing is it's finished. The experience exists. When you think about putting Position to Profit out there this week, what comes up emotionally? I'm actually excited because some of the ladies have posted mock-ups of what they've created, and I kind of want to show those off on social media, as well as some of the new prompts that I've put together. Okay, so your primary gap is visibility. Based on your answers, it's finished and it's viable, and actively being promoted, but you have a working payment path. The biggest constraint appears to be that the offer has only been exposed to a relatively small test audience, and that has not yet been put in front of a broader group. Secondary gap promotion. While you have promoted the offer, most of the activity so far is centered around soft launch emails. So what this means is right now the evidence does not point to an offer problem or a payment problem. The challenge is live, functional, and generating participant activity. The next step is getting more eyes. So again, it's going to walk you through what you need to be able to assess what potential gaps are happening for you. Okay? This snapshot right here is what you can use to put inside of the plan. And I'll talk to you guys about that real quick. So there are many things that are inside of the challenge. One is you have an actual plan where you can write your gap, you can write your revenue plan, you can detail your offer based on the different prompts that I'm giving you each day. But you can import the snapshot in here, just copy it in here, and then it will import that information into the form if you don't want to fill it out. Just a side note. So what you see here, this PTP snapshot, you can copy that and then import it back into the Position to Profit plan that's inside of the challenge, okay, just as a point of reference. Now, the other thing that we worked on the last time was the position to profit audit, which was able to assess what do you need right now. Do you need to work on a booking page, a checkout page? Do you need to work on people being able to get a service from you? How are they communicating with you? So, and that is, let me go find that real quick. We did that last week, so if you missed that video, you can watch it. That was the day one prompt, which is position to profit audit. Audit what you have versus what's missing as far as your pages, your payment links, and your assets, so that you know what needs to be improved and or created, okay? So I wanted to be able to first share with you some of the prompts in here that are going to help you get clear about your next best step. The position to profit audit, we focused on that last week. The gap, finding your gap prompt that I'm talking about now. And then another prompt we're not going to go into today, but I'm going to share it with you. This is a day 7 prompt. Map the simplest possible path to your next $1,000 using offers you already have. So one of the things that I really wanted to do with this particular series is give you some of my fundamental strategies, but then also integrate some of the key goals that you all have. So one of the lovely ladies in my circle, she said to me, you know what, LaShonda, I really want to proactively work on a specific revenue goal of $1,000, and I wanted to incorporate that goal here so that if you, whether it's 1,000, 5,000, 10,000, you can utilize this prompt and map out a revenue plan moving forward. Now, I'm not going to do that prompt today because I do want to do some visuals with you. We also work on promotions because you have to plan and brainstorm. You have to figure out what's going on, right? That's the gap conversation, right? But you also have to proactively create graphics and images. So this breakout graphic we created last time, okay? I want to create some new graphics with you today, so just stay ready if you're ready for that. I want to be able to show you several prompts and promotional projects, and then we'll wrap it up because I don't need y'all to be on here for like 3 hours with me, okay? I basically want you to be able to see some of the prompts that you have access to and then work on proactively promoting your offers, okay? 2 things that are really, really important. If you have questions, please let me know. Please let me know. On the topic of offers, I'm going to say the best day for that is day 3. So if you have a specific offer and you're trying to really get clear about how you're positioning it, how you're marketing it, use the 3-lens offer diagnostic. This thing is so good, like seriously. I put position to profit in the diagnostic so that you can assess how you're marketing and talking about your offer, and it can help you improve that marketing message. Now, again, I'm not going to go through all these prompts today, but I did want to highlight a few that are really clues to improvement. The 3-lens is about improving your offer. Then we just talked about your revenue rhythms. There's a prompt for setting a specific revenue goal, starting with the goal of $1,000 and then mapping a plan around that. Understanding the gap, what's blocking your revenue, auditing your position to profit plan so you know what you need to prepare so that people can pay you. Like today, a lot of people, the problem is they can't get paid because nothing is done and accessible and purchasable the way it needs to be, okay? So those are a few things to keep in mind. Now, when you're here and you're logged in, you'll be able to see that there are several tools that I've created for you. Pictures to post is what we're about to do. But there's the toolkit mode and there's the challenge mode so that it's easy for you to navigate what's inside of the challenge, okay? And the new affiliate program. I'm excited about that, y'all. It's been a while since I've done an affiliate program, so I'm excited to see what you guys do with that. Okay, so posts. Let's work on some posts. Excuse me. My allergies have been acting a fool, an absolute fool. I'm going to go to promotions, which is day 6. Some of the lovely ladies, Elizabeth included, worked on the breakout prompt image that we did last week, right? And I want to work on a new prompt with you today. So we're going to go underneath promos, okay? And there are several promo prompts that you can work on. I'm going to do lists and lessons, okay? So a lot of times you go, oh, man, I want to create today, but I don't have time to do a video because everything is video. But carousels and images are helpful as well. So you can use your AI platform of choice to help you create branded images, and we're going to work on a couple of images today, okay? So you can both see what is created and or you can actually build with me real time. And like I said, as we go through these live trainings, I am updating, literally adding on new prompts and activities into the 7-day challenge so that week by week you're proactively working on your profit and your promotions. Any questions, let me know in the chat. I want to just check that real quick. Just jumping back to the slides real quick before I go to the next prompt. The plan essentially is to focus on this week finding your biggest gap so that you can choose your priority, right? So for me, with Position to Profit, a lot of things are pretty much done. The gap plan was, okay, now we need to work on visibility. Here is your next step around that, right? So you run that prompt number 1 so you can work on your next move, and then you can even put it into the plan and update the plan that's inside of the challenge. Daily, there is a clarity prompt and a promotional prompt every single day so that you can work on getting clear and creating your visuals, okay? And weekly, coming together real time, you have the opportunity to kind of ask questions and or get deeper understanding into what this challenge is about and how you can really use it to serve you, okay? So the next thing that I'm going to do is go back to the prompt so I can create a graphic for you and show you what that looks like. So there are lots of different style prompts for you to choose from, right? One of them is called Lists and Lessons, where you can post daily graphics based on your recommendations, things that you've learned, things that you want to share. This is one of my favorite styles. I don't know if you follow Alex Hormozi, very well known in the entrepreneurship space. And I would say multiple times a day, he has graphic posts that look just like this. This is like old school Twitter style, right? And he'll have them just as graphics, carousels, or even images where it's like a video. It's like a 7-second video and you can hear music. But then this particular photo is of him and it'll have a message there, right? So AI can help you create these. And I've basically built a prompt to help you do this, just that. Now, there are different types of promotional images that you can work on. I'm going to do the list and lessons, okay? I'll do one of these and then one list just to kind of show you what that looks like, which means that even if you don't have a video done, you can share something with your audience online and proactively promote your content, okay? So I'm going to go back to ChatGPT, number 1, new conversation number 2, paste that in here, hit enter. And all you got to do, paste the whole thing, follow the questions. What are you teaching, promoting, or reflecting on today? I want to teach something around positioning yourself for profit. Today I'm actually sharing the different gaps that are possible that stand between you and getting paid. And so maybe we can create something around that. All right. What is the single core lesson, belief, or sharp statement? I don't know. Give me something based on what I just said. Can you pull something out of that? Based on what you just said, you don't have a money problem, you have a gap problem. The reason you're not getting paid isn't always effort. Sometimes it's the gap between more context won't fix a positioning gap. Profit follows positioning. Confusion creates gaps. Clarity closes them. Let's do number 4. All right, pick the visual. So the visual, there are different styles. I'm going to do the authority quote, which is A. That's the one that I just showed you. So let's do story, real, which is a portrait, but it's like a taller portrait. Let's do 9:16. And you could do different ones, right? Are you going to do a carousel? I just want to do one image. In the interest of time, I'm going to do one image, and if you guys want me to do different versions, let me know. So it's going to help me craft my image. I already gave it several reference photos of me, so it may do it right, or I may need to give it my reference photo again. We'll see. It did not do it right because there's a random lady in there. Let me give it my reference photo. Photos. Let's go to favorites. LOL. So you created it, but that's not me. So recreate it with the attached reference photo, please. And it's at Sister Sense. I may need to. Okay, I spelled it right. So it's just as simple as that. Being able to create different style images and not always feel like you're dependent on creating video, right? I can show you a few of, once it's finished, I'll go to my library and show you a few of the other ones. Awesome. Looks good. That's me. All I need to do is hit save. So I literally can upload this to any platform. I can turn it into a 7-second video if I wanted to. Before you create something new, identify what's standing between you and getting paid. And I like the idea of having simple, practical ways to show up, right? Do you guys do images like this? Do you do text-based? Have you seen these before? Just an example of something that you can do. Number 1, I'm going to do one more prompt for a list graphic. If you do these, share them in our Facebook group and or our school community, either one, and just kind of message me, tag me so I can see what you're working on. I'm going to go to my images library here in ChatGPT so that you can see some of the images. This didn't look like me in the face, so I was like, I need you to make it better. Make it look like me in the face. This is another one. We did the breakout of the phone picture last time. Here's another breakout of the phone picture style that's on day 1 for you. Those of you who joined the affiliate program, I've also created a prompt so that you can create your own affiliate messages. So, like this was from the affiliate program prompt, where literally you can just talk about what you're doing right now inside of Position to Profit and then create graphics around it, which I think is pretty cool. So there is a prompt so that you guys can create visual graphics, those of you who are in the program. And then also there are prompts like this that you can create Post-it notes. Uncover your gap, what's standing between you and getting paid, right? There's a postcard graphic prompt so that you can literally create postcard images of you and a powerful message in the postcard so that, again, you are proactively promoting. And all of these are AI. I give it a reference photo of me. ChatGPT works its magic. Bim, bam, boom. I'm off to the races. And all of these prompts are already in there. They're on day 6. They're on day 1, so that you can have, in between posting videos, different types of prompts to share your messages, right? I also worked on, as you can see, this one. I literally took a screenshot of Position to Profit and had it use my prompts, had it put the image in the mobile phone, and then create the branding around it, right? So utilize the prompts on day 6, in particular underneath promotions, and day 1. Let's go back to the challenge so you can see where those are. Okay, so when we're in the challenge, day 6, click on promos, right? Day 1, if you click on promos, you'll see the breakout year prompt, this one we did last week, and then the creator story cover builder. That was the one that I just showed you. That was this one, another style available for you. If you have any questions, definitely let me know, okay? I'm going to do one more of these and then wrap up today's training. Let's go do one more prompt. I'm inside ChatGPT. Okay, let's go back to that conversation. Building daily post graphics. All right, great. Can we go back to the main menu so that I can create one more graphic? I think that one, I like this one. I want to create a different style though. Let's go with D, checklist. So what format? What size do you like would you like for your checklist? I'm going to do 9 by 16. And let me grab the roadmap for Position to Profit, which is basically what we are doing on a daily basis. So I'm going to go with 9 by 16. I don't know what this would look like, but I'm thinking of some sort of a checklist in relation to these are the things we're doing. These are essential, fundamental, and not necessarily like a day by day, because the checklist, it shows what we're doing each day for 7 days, but these are some essential things that you should be doing. Either the roadmap checklist or the trackers. I can give you those as well, and you can pick whichever one makes sense. Because I have several trackers. Oops, stop. Edit. Let me go grab one of my trackers. Let's go to trackers. or any given day. Let's go to trackers. There are a few of them. Oh, let's try that again. Oh no! Sorry, y'all. All right, so I'm going to go back to the prompts and attach a photo. So I've attached some of the trackers as well. I don't know what we should turn into a checklist, but one of these. Let's see what you can do. Ba-ba. Position to profit checklist. Can people pay you right now? Can buyers understand what you do in 10 seconds? Headline, before you create another offer. Yeah, that looks great. Let's do that checklist. And let's do, these are really good. I don't know which one to do. Let me see what the notebook on a desk looks like. Do you want the notebook page to look like it belongs to you? Yeah, purple pen, branded. That can work. Yep. Let's go with option A. And so it's going to give you a lot of text. You can use this text in the AI you are using, or you can put it somewhere else. So you can create images in Gemini, ChatGPT, Canva AI, Midjourney. I'm using ChatGPT right now. Oops. I said too much. Create the image, please. And if you have any questions, feel free to let me know. This ideally is just a great way to be able to turn your idea, your vision, your offer into content, into graphics you can post on Instagram and TikTok and Facebook and not have to think about it because the prompts have already done the heavy lifting. You just need to describe and pick and it pulls it together. Okay? I'll check the chat just to see if you guys have any questions for me, number one. Number two, those of you who are watching the replays, definitely tag me in your visuals because I'd love to see it. I like it. Before you create another offer, can people pay you right now? Can buyers understand what you do in 10 seconds? Are you focused on one offer instead of 5, right? Have you built something people can actually buy? Sister said, it's got a low Sister Says heart and a purple pen. I like it. So you could then go a step further and animate these. We did a whole series on creating videos and animation and all the things. I would be curious to see what this looks like animated. Do you all want to try that? Do you want to see that? I'm going to save this real quick. If you want to see it, I'll try it. I'll try a quick animation. There are several applications that I use. Let me check the chat real quick. Adorable, I know, right? And there are different styles. There are lots of different ways you can have it create your information, right? You've got some great information. You want to share it with your people. You tell it. You don't have to go into Canva anymore and try to find the template and tweak the template and all the things. Just have it do it for you, right? It even has a Sister Sense mug, which I absolutely love. I'm going to try Gemini and see how that works out. Let me go back to ChatGPT real quick. This is so cool. So I want to give this to Gemini and tell it to animate this and turn it into a quick 5-second video where maybe it's my hand, like black female hand, rings, nice nails, writing. Like you can see her pick up the pen and, I don't know, do something. And mainly just this pic, but just some slight animation to turn it into a quick video. Let me know. Create a prompt for it. So I don't feel like writing it. All right. So let me see what Gemini can do. All right. So basically, I'm going to give it the image that I just created, and then I'm going to tell it to create images. Now, I pay for Google Workspace. I don't know what level of Google Workspace I pay for, but whatever level it is, I get to create videos in Gemini. Not everybody has the ability to do that in the base level of Gemini, because my last in-person event, we learned that the hard way. You can't just kind of out of the gates use create video for free. You have to have a certain plan to do it. But you can create images. You can turn images into video on several platforms. You can do it inside of Canva as well. And I've been doing it also in other platforms like Grok. Grok is a great platform for creating animations using AI. There are so many of them. But Grok, G-R-O-K. I'm just going to do a quick one in Gemini because this wasn't planned, and I don't want to go over an hour, but I'll see what it creates, and then I will wrap this puppy up. Okay, look. So I don't know if you can see it, but it's got like some steam from the coffee, and then it's got a hand, right? So I created the image number 1, and then had a quick little video created by Gemini number 2. I literally can upload this to Instagram, to TikTok, to YouTube, have AI help me write a caption for it, and say, hey, join the Position to Profit Challenge, start today, comment, profit, or something, and I'll send you the details. How did you know to use a black hand? Well, I told it to use a black hand. I've been doing this enough I've been doing it enough just to know if I want a certain look and feel to tell it what I want, right? If I was going to be really crazy with it, I'd, go find pictures of my hand, because I oftentimes like to wear my silver, and I wear like silver turquoise rings, and people are always like, oh my God, I love your rings. So if I really wanted it to be like me, I would, upload my hands and be like, make sure the hand looks like this. I didn't really care for this example, but I love the coffee or whatever this is in that cup, and you can see the steam, and it's very, very subtle, right? So, yeah, let's jump back into the slides. Let's jump back into the presentation. If you have any questions for me, definitely feel free to ask. Keshar, welcome. Your next steps, as I mentioned before, is to unlock Position to Profit so that you can work on the gap prompt this week. You can import your snapshots to create your Position to Profit plan and update that plan as you go through the daily prompts. Every day there's a different prompt. There are prompts that help you plan and brainstorm. There are prompts that help you produce and promote, right? So you create pictures, you create posts, you can create even products to help you create products, like the Easy ebook app prompt is in there, help you create pages. Like if you don't have a Work With Me page, I believe on day 4 you work on a Work With Me page. So pages, pictures, promotions, products, you name it, we got it inside of Position to Profit. Okay? So you start with the right day to be able to move you forward. And here you can see, along with the photo I did last week, Levon and Elizabeth did some awesome graphics as well. I'm going to try for at least a couple of weeks to check in with you guys at least once a week so that we can talk about what's inside of Position to Profit, right? But working on your offers, your revenue goals, identifying what's blocking you, the gap standing between you and getting paid. These are all powerful things that you can do. And all of these lovely ladies look exactly how they look in their brand. My brand, Ideas to Income. Levon's brand, Weary to Well. Elizabeth's brand, She Decided. And these are just some awesome prompts, and I'm excited to see how you guys use them, not just to create pretty pictures, but proactive promotions. Pretty is one thing. Fun is one thing. Funds is another, right? We want to do fun things that convert into actual funds so that you're using your content the right way to create cash flow. That is what is going to move the needle and help you grow as an entrepreneur. So, like I said before, if you don't have access to Position to Profit, simply follow the link that you got in your email invitation, and or if you're watching a replay, I'm sure there'll be a button for you to sign up somewhere on that page. And then that's it. Sign up, get full access to the 7-day challenge so that you can start using the prompts, working on your profit potential, your pages, your products, your promos, your pictures, all the things. And by the way, it's worth saying that the AI and my prompts is what I use to create these images of me on my porch with print. These are not real. These are all AI generated. Using my prompts and strategically creating images so that I don't need to always take pictures and or have photo shoots. And I want you to be able to have that control too so that you can work on branding you and your business with strategy and intention. So, alrighty, my dears, thank you so much for joining me live and or on the replay side as part of the Positions to Profit 7-Day Challenge experience. Always feel free to check in with me. Email LaShonda@citizensense.com or lhenry@citizensense.com. Either way, they all come to me. And as always, I'll do my best to point you in the right direction. So cute with your assistant. I know, right? My little Printerman. She's my mini assistant. All right, y'all. Till next time, take care. Bye.